Welcome, welcome, welcome to our beautiful spiritual morning. Let's start our day by bowing our head in gratitude, by closing our eyes, by tuning inward, and being grateful towards life. There are so many people in our life who are there to make us, break us, shake us, challenge us, support us, help us, nurture us, guide us, and take pride in us. At all given points of time, we have our ancestors' blessings, them looking over us, which is in itself cyclical. Sometimes we are the ancestors, sometimes they are the ancestors. Being soul families, we always reincarnate to help each other. We also have angels and guardians always looking over us. We have been them and they are us now. Helping each other in our paths, nudging us, prodding us, helping us make a shift in our lives. And there are times where we find a complete absence of these beings, where we feel life is completely hopeless. Even in those challenging times, maybe see the light. Darkness is there for a reason. And this is just a phase, because at the end of the tunnel, there's always light. Maybe wait for that light in such dark times, if there are any. May we always be reassured time and again that we are supported. And may our energies always change whenever they dive low. At times, it may look that there's nothing to look forward to. And how will you get out of this trap or this deep abyss that you've taken a fall in? But maybe be reminded that if we ask for support, we will get it. There are times we don't even ask for support. Maybe realize that asking for help is a display of integrity and strength, not a sign of weakness. Maybe be able to reflect upon our lives and feel the innate blessing that it comes with. Not always are there grey clouds. At this moment, tune into that one good time. I'm sure some of you have several good times, but I'm looking at each one of us tuning into that one good phase where they thought everything was going the way they had wanted life to be. Tune into it and feel the joy, feel the blessing, feel the abundance. How do you feel? Check with your emotional bandwidth. And now, as if you're just becoming a channel to spread this, maybe open your hands towards the universe as if you're expanding that beautiful feeling, this bandwidth. Keep spreading it, keep spreading it. May this bandwidth increase and come with a boomerang back to you and to so many people with this consciousness around. Remember, you are never alone. What you're going through is something that somebody else is also going through, except that you're not aware of it. So sharing is caring. It's very important to be tuned into our own real, true essence. It's important to know that what seems real is not real. It is just a phase, just a feeling. And when the good passes, so does the bad. Time is the only constant. What's come must go. What's gone must come. At times, it does make us question, why me? Why am I not going through what the others are going through? But having been in our soul journey, we know that everybody's starting point is not the same. No two lives are the same ever. We are all the total sum of our karmic debts. So if we compare ourselves to anybody, we must be reminded that we are never on the same level. And we must never ask for the same level either. Because we don't know what's happening with the other person, what is he or she willed herself into. Yes, there could be dreams, ambitions, materialistic, physical, any kind of goals. We can ask for that or something highest better to unfold for the highest good of us and the others around. Yes, we can. But while we ask, maybe be reminded to trust the process of life, that something good is bound to happen. And we can't even see the larger picture the universe has painted for us. May we always be tuning into our own awesomeness. There's so much of wisdom, so much of knowledge within us. May we learn to tune into that. May we learn to trust ourselves, especially now that we know that all of us have lived so many lives and have gone through so much. Next time, when we have a feeling, a gut feeling, something that pushes us toward it, may we do that, may we find success in that, and may we believe that we are here serving a bigger picture. Let's connect deeply within to find the real jewels, real treasures, and tune into them. So it is. So it is. So it is. Now, fold your hands together. and take a minute with folded hands to express gratitude for the 10 things that you have in life. And now, pray that you get so many things to be thankful for, and whatever you're thanking for, may that expand for you and for so many people in the world. And with a beautiful feeling of blessing, also resonate to the universe. May I become a channel to spread joy, love, light, and happiness. So it is. And now rub your hands together. Bless your wonderful eyes. And every core, every part of your being. Wherever you're touching, may that blessing go deep within your body. To the very atomic level, cellular level that you have been made. Let's start a wonderful morning by reading Many Lives, Many Masters. And while we are reading, may we tune into this chapter 11 and to know that something magical is coming our way in terms of learning, in terms of maybe masters guiding us, and we are tuned within. Chapter 11, it says, several nights later, I was jolted awake from a deep sleep. Instantly alert, I had a vision of Catherine's face, several times larger than life size. She looked upset, as if she needed my help. I looked over at the clock. It was 3:36 a.m. There had been no outside noise to awaken me. Carol was sleeping peacefully beside me. I dismissed the incident, fell back to sleep. At about 3:30 that same morning, Catherine had awakened in a panic from a nightmare. She was sweating and her heart was racing. She decided to meditate to relax. Visualizing my hypnotizing her in the office, she pictured my face, heard my voice, and gradually fell back to sleep. Catherine was becoming increasingly psychic, and apparently so was I. I could hear my old psychiatry professors talking about transference and countertransference reactions in therapeutic relationships. Transference is a patient's projection of feelings, thoughts, and wishes onto the therapist, who represents someone from the patient's past. Countertransference is a reverse therapist's unconscious emotional reaction to the patient's. But this 3:30 a.m. communication was neither. This was a telepathic bond along a wavelength outside the normal channels. Somehow, the hypnosis was opening up this channel, or was it the audience? A diverse group of spirits, masters and guardians, and others that were responsible for the new wavelength. I was beyond the point of surprise. In the next session, Katri quickly reached a deep hypnotic level. She was instantly alarmed. I see a big cloud. It scared me. It was there. It is still there. I don't know. It came and went quickly, something up high on a mountain. She remained alarmed, continuing to breathe heavily. I was afraid she was seeing a bomb. Could she look into the future? Can you see the mountain? Is it like a bomb? I don't know. Why did it scare you? It was very sudden. It was just there. It's very smoky. It's very, very smoky. It's big. It's off at a distance. Oh, you safe? Can you get closer to it? I don't want to get closer, she answered sharply. It was rare for her to be so resistant. Why are you so afraid of it? I think it's some chemical or something. It's hard to breathe when you are around it. She's breathing laboriously. Is it like gas? Is it coming from the mountain itself like a volcano? I think so. It's like a big mushroom. That's what it looks like, a white one, but not a bomb. It's not an atomic bomb or anything like that. She paused and then she continued. It's a wall, some type of volcano or something. I think it's very scary. It's hard to breathe. There's dust in this air. I don't want to be there. Slowly, her breathing returned to the usual deep and even respirations of the hypnotic state. She had left this frightening scene. Is it easier to breathe now? Yes. Good. Why are you seeing now? What are you seeing now? Nothing. I see a necklace on somebody's neck. It's blue. It's silver. It has a blue stone hanging off it, and then littler stones underneath that. Is there anything on the blue stone? No, it's see-through. You can see through it. The lady has black hair and a blue hat on with a big feather and the dress as well. But do you know the lady? No. Are you there or are you the lady? I don't know. But you see her. Yes, I'm not the lady. How old is she? In her 40s, but she looks older than that, than what she is. Is she doing anything? No, she's just standing next to the table. There's a perfume bottle on the table. It's white with green flowers on it. There's a brush and a comb with silver handles. I was impressed with her eye for detail. It is her room or is it in a store? It's her room. There's a bed in it with four poses on it, with four posts on it. It's a brown bed. There's a picture on the table. A picture. Yes, there are no pictures in the room. There are funny dark curtains. Is anybody else around you? No. What relationship does this lady have with you? I serve her. Once again, she was a servant. Have you been with her long? No, a few months. Do you like that necklace? Yes, she's very elegant. Have you ever worn the necklace? No. Her short answers required my active steering in the order to obtain basic information. She reminded me of my pre-teenage son. How old are you now? Maybe 13, 14. Why have you left your family? I haven't left them. I just work here. I see. Do you go home with your family after that? Yes. Do they live nearby? Close enough. We are very poor. It is necessary for us to work to serve. Do you know the lady's name? Belinda. Does she treat you well? Yes. Do you work hard? It's not very tiring. Interviewing teenagers was never easy, even in the past lifetimes. It was fortunate that I was well practiced. Good. Are you still seeing her now? No. Where are you now? In another room. There's a table with a black covering on it and fringe around the bottom. It smells of many herbs, heavy perfume. Does this all belong to your mistress? Does she use a lot of perfume? No, this is another room. I'm in another room. Whose room is that? It belongs to some dark lady. Dark how? Can you see her? She has many coverings on the head. Catherine whispered. Many shawls. She's old and wrinkled. What is your relationship to her? I've just gone to see her for what? So she may do the cards. Intuitively, I knew that she had gone to a fortune teller, one who probably read tarot cards. This was an ironic twist. Here, Catherine and I were involved in an incredibly psychic adventure, spanning lifetimes and dimensions beyond even that, and yet, perhaps 200 years earlier, she'd visited a psychic to find out about her future. I knew that Catherine had never visited a psychic in her present life and she had no knowledge whatsoever about tarot cards or fortune telling. These things frightened her. Does she read fortunes? She sees things. Do you have a question for her? What do you want to see? What do you want to know about some man that I might marry? What does she say when she does the cards? The card with some kind of poles on it, poles and flowers, but poles, spears, or some kind of line. There's another card with the chalice on it, a cup. I see a card with a man or a boy carrying a shield. She says, I will marry, but I will not marry this man. I see nothing else. You see the lady? I see some coins. Are you still with her, or is it a different place? I am with her. What do the coins look like? They're gold. The edges are not smooth, they're squared. There's a crown on each side. See if there's a year imprinted on the coins, something that you can read in lettering. Some foreign numbers, X's and I's. Do you know what year that is? 17 something, and I don't know when. She was silent again. Why is this fortune telling important to you? I don't know. Does her fortune come true? But she's gone, Catherine whispered. It's gone. I don't know. Do you see anything now? No. I was surprised. No? Where was she? Do you know your name in this lifetime? I asked, hoping to pick up the thread of this life several hundred years ago. I'm gone from there. She had left the lifetime and was resting. She could do this now on her own. It was not necessary for her to experience her death to do so. We waited for several minutes. This lifetime had not been so spectacular. She remembered only some descriptive highlights and the interesting visit to the fortune teller. Do you see anything now? No. Are you resting? Yes. Jewels of different colors, jewels. Yes, they're really lights, but they look like jewels. What else? She paused, and then her whisper was loud and firm. There are many words and thoughts that are flying around. It's about coexistence and harmony, the balance of things. I knew the masters were ready. Yet I urged her, or yes, I urged her on. I want to know about these things. Can you tell me right now? They're just words. Coexistence and harmony, I reminded her. When she answered, it was the voice of the poet master again. I was thrilled to hear from him again. Yes, he answered, everything must be balanced. Nature is balanced. The beasts live in harmony. Humans have not learned to do that. They continue to destroy themselves. There is no harmony, no plan to what they do. It's so different in nature. Nature is balanced. Nature is energy and life and restoration. And humans just destroy. They destroy nature, they destroy other humans, they will eventually destroy themselves. This was an ominous prediction. With the world constantly in chaos and turmoil, I hoped this would not be soon. When will this happen? I asked. It will happen sooner than they think. Nature will survive, plants will survive, but we will not. Can we do anything to prevent that destruction? No, everything must be balanced. Will this destruction happen in our lifetime? Can we avert it? It will not happen in our lifetime. We will be on another plane, another dimension where it happens, but we will see it. Is there no way of teaching the humankind? I kept looking for a way out, for some mitigating probable possibility. It will be done on another level. We will learn from that. I looked on the bright side. Wealth and our souls progress in different places. Yes. We will no longer be here as we know it. We will see it. Yes, I conceded. I have a need to teach these people, but I don't know how to teach them, reach them. Is there a way, or do they have to learn this for themselves? You can't reach everyone. In order to stop the destruction, you must reach everyone, and you cannot. It cannot be stopped. They will learn when they progress. They will learn. There will be peace, but not here in this dimension. Eventually, there will be peace. Yes, on another level. It seems so far away, though. I complain. People seem so petty now, greedy, power hungry, ambitious. They forget about love and understanding and knowledge. There is so much to learn. Yes, can I write something, anything to help these people? Is there some way? You know the way? We do not have to tell you. It will all be to no avail, for we will all reach the level and they will see. We're all the same. One is no greater than the next, and this is just lessons and punishments. Yes, the lesson was a profound one, and I needed time to digest it. Catherine was becoming silent. We waited, she resting, and I pensively absorbed in the dramatic pronouncements of the past hour. Finally, she broke the spell. The jewels are gone. The jewels are gone. The lights, they're gone. The voices too, the words. Yes, I see nothing. As she paused, her head began to move from side to side. A spirit is looking at you. Yes. You recognize the spirit? I'm not sure. I think it might be Edward. Edward had died during the previous year. Edward was truly ubiquitous. He seemed to be always around her. What did the spirit look like? Just a white like lights. It had no face like we know, but I know it's he. Was he communicating at all with you? No, he was just watching. Was he listening to what I was saying? Yes. But he's gone now. He just wanted to be sure I'm all right. I thought about the popular mythology of the guardian angel. Certainly, Edward is in the role of the hovering, loving spirit watching over her to make sure she was all right, approached such an angelic role. And Catherine already talked about guardian spirits. I wondered how many of our childhood myths were actually rooted in a dimly remembered past. I also wondered about the hierarchy of spirits, about who becomes a guardian, who has a master, and about those who were neither, just learning. There must be gradations based upon wisdom and knowledge, with the ultimate goal that of becoming godlike and approaching, perhaps merging somehow with God. This was the goal that mystic theologians had described in ecstatic terms over the centuries. They had had glimpses of such a divine union, short of such personal experience. Vehicles such as Catherine, with her extraordinary talent, provided the best view. Edward had gone. Catherine had become silent. Her face was peaceful, and she was enveloped in serenity. What a marvelous talent she possessed. The ability to see beyond life and beyond death, talk with the gods, and to share the wisdom we were eating from the tree of knowledge no longer forbidden. I wondered how many apples were left. Carol's mother, Minette, was dying from the cancer that spread from the breast to her bones and liver. The process had been going on for 4 years, and now she could no longer be slowed down by chemotherapy. She was a brave woman who stoically endured the pain and weakness, but the disease was accelerating, and I knew that her death was approaching. The sessions with Catherine were going on simultaneously, and I shared the experience and revelation with Minette. I was mildly surprised that she, a practical businesswoman, readily accepted the knowledge and wanted to learn more. I gave her books to read, and she did so avidly. She arranged for and took a course with Carol and me in Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical writings that are centuries old, reincarnation, and the in between planes and basic tenets of Kabbalistic literature. Yet most modern day Jews are unaware of this. Minette's spirit strengthened as her body deteriorated. Her fear of death diminished. She began to anticipate being reunited with a loved husband. Then she believed in the immortality of her soul, and this helped her endure the pain. She was holding on to life, awaiting the birth of another grandchild, her daughter Donna's first baby. She had met that eyes. She had met Catherine in the hospital during one of her treatments, and their eyes and words joined peacefully and eagerly. Catherine's sincerity and honesty helped convince Minette that the existence of an afterlife was indeed true. A week before she died, Minette was admitted to the hospital oncology floor. Carol and I were able to spend time with her, talking about life and death and what awaited us all after death. A lady of great dignity, she decided to die in the hospital where the nurses took care of her. Donna, her husband, and their 6-week-old daughter came to spend time with her as she said goodbye. We were almost continuously with her. About 6 in the evening of the night Minette died, Carol and I, having just arrived home from the hospital, both experienced a strong urge to go back. The next 6 or 7 hours are filled with serenity and the seven transcendental spiritual energy. Although her breathing was labored, Minette had no more pain. We talked about her transition to the in between state, the bright light, and the spiritual presence. She reviewed her life more silently and struggled to accept the negative parts. She seemed to know that she couldn't let go until this process was completed. She was waiting for a very specific time to die in the early morning. She grew impatient for this time to come. Minette was the last person. Minette was the first person I had guided to and through death in this manner. She was strengthened and her grief was assuaged by the entire experience. I found that my ability to heal my patients had significantly expanded, not just with phobias and anxieties, but especially in death and dying or grief counseling. I intuitively knew what was wrong and what direction to take in therapy. I was able to convey feelings of peacefulness, calm, and hope. After Minette's death, many others who were either dying or who were the survivors of loved ones' death came for help. Many were not ready to know the Catherine or the literature about life after death, but even without im- imparting such specific knowledge, I felt that I could still deliver the message. A tone of voice, an empathic understanding of the process and of their fears and feelings, a look, a touch, a word, all could get through at some level and touch a chord of hope, of forgotten spirituality, of shared humanity, or even more. And for those ready for more, to suggest readings and to share my experiences with Catherine and others was like opening a window to a fresh breeze. The ones who were ready were revived. They gained insights even more rapidly. I believe strongly that the therapists must have open minds, such just as more scientific work is necessary to document death and dying experiences, such as Catherine's, so is more experiential work necessary in this field. Therapists need to consider the possibility of life after death and integrate it into their counseling. They do not have to use hypnotic regressions, but they should keep their minds open, share their knowledge with their patients, and not discount their patients' experiences. People are now devastated by threats to their mortality. The plague of AIDS, nuclear holocaust, terrorism, disease, and many other catastrophes hang over our heads and torture. Many teenagers believe that they won't live past their 20s. This is incredible, reflecting the tremendous stresses in our society. On the individual level, Minette's reaction to Catherine's messages is encouraging. Her spirit had strengthened, and she had felt hope in the face of great physical pain and bodily deterioration. But the messages are for all of us, not just the dying. There is hope for us too. We need more clinicians and scientists to report on other Catherines to confirm and expand her messages. The answers are there. We are immortal. We will always be together. Let's close our eyes and absorb in this beautiful, profound message. We are immortal. We, the spirit, love is everywhere. We will be reborn with everybody in our life. Everybody's human life depends on their karmic debts. What have we accrued? Today, let's take a deeper journey in our being. And realize that we're here to learn, to grow, to evolve, to get enlivened, enlightened, encouraged, and to tap into our own infinite energy that is stored within our subconscious mind, just a tap away. Let's drop all fears from our body consciously. If anybody has any question, you can even telepathically relay the question to your own angel guardians, knowing that the answer will come to you when you have closed your eyes and are linked in. I'm guided to help each one of us today in this beautiful August morning to go into our own being. So let's tune in. Let's tune into our majestic superconscious mind. And before we tune in, let's hear the profound messages that comes from the heavens above. That each one of us is infinite. Being immortal, we can tap into so much of wisdom. And whatever is happening currently in our lives was meant to happen. And we can't blame anybody for anything. Everybody does what they does with their highest of consciousness. So tune deep within. For there's a huge bag of love, of guidance within us, nurturing us, nudging us, prodding us to move in a direction. May we be able to tune in the direction and to find the missing link. To complete this beautiful puzzle which is going on in your mind, all we have to do is tap in the beautiful, magical consciousness of our essence, the core of our being. Let's go deeper to understand the messaging that is coming for each one of us. It'll be very easy to go deep within and to be able to tune into the wisdom of our masters, giving us the answers for what we have in question. So if you still haven't defined your one question or multiple, think of them. If you wish, if you're guided to, you can keep your hand on your heart or fold your hands and pose the question now. And now, go deep inside by relaxing your body, by going and entering this magical world. feel the light, even though your eyes are closed. You can just tune into the energy of the lights that are surrounding you, that are around you, that are inside you, that are surrounding you. Feel that you're in the middle of these lights and your entire body is being blessed with these lights. This is your ultimate healing. Feel the shower of love, the shower of warmth, shower of light onto you, into you. Tune into your own wisdom and hear the replies. So much is there, so much is being unfolded. This wonderful light that has been given to you as a blessing is your gateway into this magical world full of light. Now feel yourself walking on this path of light. This path is self illuminating, self guidance. You're walking intuitively, and the path is just glowing. This path has brought you in front of a gorgeous palace. The gates are really high up there, and the gates are also magically lit. So is the palace. Everything is beautiful, brightly lit. And now enter this gate. Walk in here, and whatever is coming your way, just tune into that. And even if nothing is coming in, believe it that a lot of healing is happening. And right now, being on call with everybody around, the consciousness is increasing many, many folds. Enter into this beautiful, magical doorway that has just popped up in front of you. Another passage into another realm. Again, Continue to walk on the path of light, which automatically illuminates and shows you the way ahead. Observe whatever's around you. And see these beautiful lights everywhere, twinkling. It's as if you're walking in the universe, with the beautiful color play around you. The stars, the lights around you. And you're in complete awe of this divine creation. If you look down on your right, you will be able to see Mother Earth so clearly in all her divine being. And right above your head, this beautiful bluish white light is continuously entering your core, your body, your every bit. You're being guided. Just keep walking or standing, whatever you're being guided. Take in whatever is coming your way, whatever. You may forget when you wake up, but take it all in. You're here for a larger purpose, to be part of a dynamic picture. The missing link that you were finding, you are the missing link. Tap into this beautiful energy. Feel it. You're being given a gift in your hand right now. Take it, accept with humility. When you open the gift, you find there's a compass of life being given to you. You can walk in any direction and there'll be success. Just know it that with you, so many more people are being healed. You're a channel of blessings and healing, which begin with you. Giving so much more. Keep receiving openly. Open your hands, your palms. Keep receiving these blessings that are coming to you with a load of light, the rainfall of light. Integrate these learnings by putting all that you've received through your hands onto your heart. And now ask your masters all that you have received. How will they help you in implementing them in this world to become a better version of yourself and to become a channel to spread? And now feel the healing, the guidance, download it, tune into it for however long you feel ready for it. Be blessed.